You know, if one person has a job, we all should have a job. If one person has a need, we all should be able to help them. And it shouldn't always fall on the same people of the church or your community. It has to be all of us. Well, I just hope that, God, I served your message like you want to be served. I know it's kind of short, but, I want the message to be across that, when you and I together bond together, we're strong. We are strong. One person can't do it alone. We all have to do it together. And I want to close by reading this poem about Simon Serene. One moment. Sorry. I saw this on the internet, and I said, okay, he carried the cross. Let's see what it's about. So I read, an agonized man who carried a cross, beaten down, quite broken, approached his body, purple with welts, a guard's firm token. In quiet sight, Simon eyed this man who had fallen nearby. The soldiers pushed the man from a woman's with tears in each eye. The proceedings were seen by Simon with lack of emotion. It was nothing to him at all. All this Jesus commotion. Here there were guards, now with long whips, their anger on the surface. Simon looked down, hid his eyes, did not want to make any fuss. To the wall on the street with quick feet went Simon a serene. He had no desire, though strong was he, to help them cause a scene. The man focused forward as guards turned to where Simon hid. They all laughed, and they saw him crouch down on the ground as he did. Impressed by swords to lift the cross beams, Simon cursed his bad luck. The soldiers kept him going on as he felt so very stuck on soldier strength. He shared the load with the man. While lugging, he wondered, so hurt and bruised. While lugging, he wondered why this man was hurt and thus accused. The crowd looked away as Simon walked his back in so much pain. The heavy wood, the hurt man, weak, Simon's spirit began to wane. But with all their force, the guards compelled the both of them onward. Beside, there came another woman with a cloth and a word. She wiped Jesus' face at this place. Then crying, she slowly went. As Simon watched, sweat on his brow, thirsting so much, tired, spent, the guards moved them on. As the sun was so high, the sweat trickled down. They both heaved under the pressure of the wood as they inched through the town. Creeping on, they went along. But then the blood-soaked man fell. Simon went too as they hit the ground. His face began to swell. He spit out blood, hurt his head, stood when spoken to. The man stayed down the second time. Simon didn't know what to do. With might and will, Jesus stood and turned to Jerusalem's women. He spoke to them of times when there would be tragic sin. Time when people cared for only one, themselves, and not the old and young. Simon bowed his head as he listened as some women slowly sung. He is just a man with a cross to bear, which Simon no more believed. The man whispered soft, soon you will be relieved. Simon cringed because the final act would mean crucifixion. But there went the man praying along with such conviction. The guards heard his words, and they pulled on the wood. The third fall came to both, on faces falling, and they no longer stood. Well, it goes on and on, but you get the drift. Is that, it's not hard. It's not easy being a Christian. It's not easy helping. Sometimes it's an inconvenience. But that inconvenience can make it, down the road, make it a better experience for you. So please, be a Simon. Be a better Simon. Thank you.